Hello, this short video is to teach you how to log into the Tarrant County College VDI or Virtual Desktop Infrastructure. The VDI or Virtual Desktop Infrastructure is a form of desktop virtualization, and it will work with a specific desktop image running on a virtual machine. What that simply means is you're going to log into your home Wi-Fi, and from there you're going to be able to log into the servers at the Tarrant County College IT department, and you'll be able to run software that you don't have installed on your computer from the virtual desktop infrastructure of Tarrant County College. Now, bandwidth issues can happen with this. If you have low or slow Wi-Fi at home, that can affect your contact with the VDI, and it can affect how it is used and how the speed is in that. So we'll look at that issue as we log in. But the first thing we want to do is we want to log into the virtual desktop infrastructure. And the reason you want to log into this is if you're taking courses at Tarrant County College, you will have all the software available to you at your desktop that you need for your courses. You won't have to download a bunch of software onto your computer. It'll be available to you in a virtual environment inside of your browser. So the browser we're going to use is Google Chrome. We're going to use the Chrome browser, so I'm logged into Google Chrome here as my browser, and I've got the Google homepage up. I'm going to go up to the search bar at the top, and I'm going to type in cloud, CLOUD, .tccd.edu, and I'm going to hit enter, and that is going to bring up our login screen. This is going to look like the login screens you see at Tarrant County College on a lot of our pages. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to enter your email address, your single server login, and you're going to put that into the username, and then you're going to hit next. And then just like you log into your Tarrant County College account, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to put in your password, and you're going to click next, and that's going to bring you to this environment. So you are now logged in to the Tarrant County College VDI access, but you're not logged into the workspace yet. We want to talk about that here in just a second, but the first thing you're going to see when you log in the first time is the favorites tab, and you're going to see the add favorites button. I also want to direct you up here to the top of the page. You see favorites, apps, for you, and the TCCD service desk. We're going to go through each of these individually, but the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add favorites. So I could click here to add favorites, or I can come down here and simply click this button, which will bring me to this environment, which will show you the student workspace, which we're going to activate here in a moment in our browser. That is also down here because we're logging in as a student. And then we have access to applications down here. So we have Microsoft Access, Microsoft Excel. If you're in a graphic design course, for instance, we have a complete workspace for you for that environment here, which would have Photoshop and Illustrator and all those software available to you if you're registered into those courses. If you're not registered into those courses, you won't have access to this workspace. If you're in an IT course, same thing. We have a workspace designated for that. We have PowerPoint available. We have Publisher. We have Word. We have Web Advisor. You can access that directly here. We have some of the net labs for some of the IT courses. We have Microsoft Visio. And then down here we have all of the apps. We have Calculator, and we have Project, and we have all of these apps here. You can see all of them by just simply clicking there, and you can see all of the apps that are available, the VLC Media Player, Project, Word, and all those are available here. The library, and all these are accessible here. To add one to your favorites, all you have to do is see the three little dots, the ellipsis menu down in the corner. You just click that and say add to favorites, and that will add it to favorites. So if you go back up here now and click on the favorites tab, we have access added there. If we decide we don't need access anymore and we want to get rid of it, we can do the exact same thing. We can click on the ellipsis menu and we can remove that from our favorites. And so our favorites area is cleared right now. We can go back into apps, and we can add, we're going to add Microsoft Word, for instance, to our favorites. So we're going to click once again on our favorites up here, and there is Word. And I'm going to open up Word right quick on my desktop. So if you'll notice here, I'm just going to click on it. It says it is launching. And if you notice here, my desktop app is opening up, and I am opening up a virtual environment that has Word inside of it. And once again, this is a good time to mention if your bandwidth is slow at home, it can run slow here. So now we have Word coming up here, and now I can open up a Word document and create a Word document. So I can double click on this, and now I'm in Word, and I can type and I can save my Word document. So this tab here I can close over just by simply clicking on the tab there. It collapses, and then I can click and open it up there. That just tells me what application I'm opened up inside there. And so I am opened up inside of the VMware, and I am inside of Word inside of my browser. So if I click back over on my tab up here inside of my browser, I can go back to the virtual worktop environment, and we have our tabs up here at the top again. So once again, this is our favorites tab. This is our apps tab. This will let us add applications, or we can actually just open them from here and work inside of them. We can go to For You, which will have messages for students. This will be updated with any pertinent information you need to know about the use of the VDI or activity on the VDI or additions to the VDI. And then the last tab is the TCCD service desk, where we can submit a tech support request. We can see our devices, and there will be contact information provided here. So I'm going to go back to favorites. I'm going to look at my favorites. I've added Word there. I'm going to go back to applications. If I want to add another piece of software there, I can just click on the ellipsis menu again, add to favorites. I can go back up to my favorites tab, and now I've got PowerPoint on there. So this is how you log into and access apps on the VDI, the Virtual Desktop Infrastructure at Tarrant County College. And so the last thing I want to show you before we leave for this short video is right up here in the upper right hand corner is your identity, and if you click on that you can sign out of the VDI. So I'm going to sign out of the VDI for now, and we'll be back with another short video on how to utilize and work in the workspace, the virtual workspace and virtual desktop in the VDI. Thank you for your time.